This game is a true visual masterpiece in every sense of the word. It was in production for a very long time, and if you followed its development like I did, then you probably noticed several changes to the level design over the years. But now that the game finally gets to see the light of day, it doesn't disappoint. The game was created by Giant Sparrow, who previously made The Unfinished Swan, and they do succeed in creating another beautiful and engaging experience. The story is very personal and profound, so without giving too much away, the basic premise is that Edith Finch is the last surviving member of her family, and she decides to return to her abandoned family house to discover the dark secrets hidden from her and understand why her mother kept her away from the house for so many years. As she explores the house, she finds hidden passages into the sealed bedrooms of deceased family members, while all of their belongings are well preserved like a bunch of time capsules. As you uncover the history of the family, you have limited control of most of them and fully grasp the personal conflicts and problems they had to go through before they died. Some of these stories are clear, while others are vague and left open for interpretation. My favorite has to be the story of Edith's brother Lewis, who became bored of his mundane life and withdrew himself into a fantasy world from his imagination. As it appears beautiful, it unravels very nicely to a point where it becomes quite scary and relatable. Out of all of the well-written characters, the best is ironically the house itself. I know that's unusual for me to say, but as you explore, you really get the feeling that generations have lived here as everything is well preserved. Once you're able to look around the bedrooms only after having a simple peek from a hole in the door is very rewarding, and having Edith describe the experience as walking into a painting makes it all the more profound. In a way, it's similar in gameplay and style to Everybody's Gone to the Rapture because of the way you travel and explore an abandoned location, but unlike it, there is a ton of atmosphere and emotion which will be a joy to replay in the future. Now, I do have a minor complaint that I need to address, and it's the sudden change of publishers. Originally, the game was to be published by Sony, just like The Unfinished Swan, but for some reason, Annapurna Interactive decided to buy the property. It's obvious that it was intended to be a PlayStation game with the lovely PS4 themes that were released, and there's also a great reference to The Unfinished Swan through one of the family members, so it's kind of weird to have this sort of change. I'm not an expert in that field, so I'll just leave it at that. It didn't prevent me from wanting to play the game, and I'm definitely thankful I did, because it's a beautiful and engrossing story that I would recommend to anyone.
Suddenly, that was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.